Yeah, that's nice. It's just too bad that I ain't real lucky. Got all those four-leaf clovers, and I got no luck. Do we, buddy? Like one damn thing after another. One damn thing after another. But you can see behind me. That's the reason I haven't put a video out, because every waking minute I get, we're working on this. I'm on fuel pump number 6 is in the car, and it worked good. I guess I won't know, but I'm that close to just putting a clicky clack on it and being done with it, because it's junked. Everything's junked. No, she's I'm a little perturbed at her right now. I had a oil pump. Well, 304, that oil pump housing sits against the timing cover, and your oil pump goes up in there, right? What's up, Jason's? And then it has, you have to machine that down, clean, and it's just a little thin gasket. Damn bugs. And it's clearance about how your oil pump works in there. And I had it all down, and then that some bitch was leaking like crazy. And I took it off, and everything looked good except for, hey, what's up, Lars? Everything looked good except for the actual housing. After I got it off there, I wish I'd have ordered one, because it's got some gashes in it. I guess I don't know how they got there. I have no idea. So I did the number one rule that you can't do on these, and that's I have it around here. You're really not supposed to do it, but you can either use some copper gasket, spray gasket on there, or you use black, and I use Mega Black is what I use, and you lightly put it on there, and then tighten her down. It's a torque spec, but I didn't even go by that. I just tightened her down till it squeezed. Like, it's a no. I know it's a no, but I don't have a choice in the matter. We're leaving Saturday, so it's up 2-bit. 2-bit. My fucking eyes are killing me. Yeah, 2 Babe Jenkins. It's you're not supposed to do that with these. I never have had to do it, but I don't have time to get another housing. I actually thought about taking one off of one of the Jeeps I got. I don't want to do that either, because then I still got to machine it to fit up against that timing cover. So that's what it's doing right now. I just kind of let it sit, and I probably won't start it until tomorrow. I got a few other things I got to do, but I won't get home till 9-10 o'clock tomorrow night because of what I'm doing. Probably 9. So I'll rush around, but I got jets coming. It'll be here tomorrow. I'm on, like I said, I'm on fuel pump number 6 in the car. And at first I was using these. Here's the 2 I got to take back to O'Reilly's, get my money back for. This one started blowing oil out the crimp. This one was blowing oil out the crimp, and it quit pumping fuel. And then I got a Carter one I had 2 other ones I've already thrown away. One of them I brought back, didn't work right out of the box. And then I got another Carter one that was bad. And then the Carter that's in it's working. And I can't believe it, but Summit Racing actually, I called them yesterday and I said, hey, I ordered 2 Carter fuel pumps. One of them was bad out of the box, and one of them is working, but I don't trust it. I need another one like right now. I said, I don't give a shit if I got to pay for it. I need it here now. And while I'm at it, I want a couple of housing gaskets for the oil pump. And this really nice lady was on there in customer service, and they came in today at 10 o'clock in the morning. One gasket came from Georgia, one gasket and a pump came from Texas, and they were here when I got home. They ordered them yesterday at 4 o'clock, and they were at my door at 10 o'clock this morning. So hats off to Summit for that. And I'm going to make sure I tell them about it when I get to Georgia. Matter of fact, the nice lady, her name was Julie, they're coming out to the raceway to watch or to come look at the cars. And I said, make sure you come see me. And she's going to look for me. I'll get her some stickers and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, I really can't. I'd start the car. It runs good. I can't. I'm not going to until all that black sets up, and I'm going to let it sit till tomorrow. I'm not going to start it. I got to change the oil anyway. But about the only other thing I got to do is jet it up, and I'm going to duct tape the air box shut so it starts running the air across the evaporator core. The air works. Matter of fact, I told my buddy Austin that, damn, how long have you been waiting? I didn't even see you down there.
I just hopped on. I was over talking.
Oh, okay. No, I was talking to Austin, and I said, yeah, I said, you seen the post I put. I got a whining ass rear end, and we're just going to send it. This said, at least the air works. Well, I said that on a Hot Rod Power Tour page, and he's like, are you kidding me? Air? We don't need air. Us hot rodders don't use air. I said, us old ones will.
Yeah, we like our air.
And I said, you better watch it. I said, all I got to do is hook up a couple wires and a vacuum, and I've got cruise control in this thing. He goes, you better not. I said, hey, if I can hook it, that may be something. If I don't have to work on anything else, I may hook up the damn cruise control. When we stop
I would
go down there Saturday. I took it all apart because they had it put together with Scotch locks. And I didn't trust it because one of them was a main 12-volt wire, and I was afraid it'd get underneath there and something would short out. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Irish, when you sent me that Instagram,
yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have jinxed them.
Well, I sent that to Scotty from Half-Wit Labs.
Yeah.
And he made a freaking meme.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He took a picture of it off and made a meme. I'll see if I can find it. Dang it. Come on now. And it is funny as hell. I should probably post it.
Oh, it is, man. That just the look on your face says it all.
Oh, he caught my face too in this.
Yeah.
Let me solo her out here.
Yeah.
It's I eat carbs for breakfast. Nope, the other kind.
Nice.
He did, boy. He caught that perfect. That look.
Yeah.
And there's more video to that, but I can't post that on. I'd get demonetized in a heartbeat. It's a whole lot of cussing.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, and the fuel's just dripping out of it. And all of a sudden you rev it, and it just pours out of it.
I was picturing. I had a very good image of what was, of the reaction that would have happened there.
It was bad. I walked in the house. I wouldn't talk to nobody. I washed my hands, took a shower, and went to bed. I was pissed.
Yeah, I was thinking, kind of a cross between Tasmanian Devil and Chevy Chase's character during Christmas Vacation when he's talking about his boss.
That's with a whole lot of F-bombs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the neighbors didn't call the cops. Thought there's some kind of riot going on because there's things that got thrown I didn't know I still had around here.
So you said a Carter failed as well?
Yeah, sure as the hell did. That's the one I was blowing out of. Oh, where is that? Yeah. Brand new Carter. But the only thing different between these Carters and that Precision is this,
Arm.
but they call this a muscle car fuel pump. It's 6 pounds.
Yep.
That's it. Because my other ones, they run about 7.
Yep.
And I got to looking at these, and yeah, they are the exact same fuel pump, markings on the side and all as those Precisions.
Lovely.
They're all from the same thing, but you can plug it on here and blow in it, and fuel will just fly. I mean, it'll just shoot out this little holes here.
Well,
but it works.
yeah.
But it had a hole in the diaphragm from the factory.
Nice.
I mean, I got to return that one. But I got an extra fuel pump gasket. They sent me no charge as far as overnight. They just threw it in the box. And they didn't charge me for that fuel pump at all. But I've got another one. It's in the garage. I'm going to take it with me. So right now I've got, but I'm not going to take with me because it turns out they're not bad. I've got a steering box that's going to get sent back. Power steering pump that I can send back because I rebuilt the one that's on the car. I've actually got video of that. And but that damn rebuilt steering box was $260.
Wow, that's
But
like a
turns
house.
out I don't need, I what what it comes down to on these AMC parts is you can't get them off the shelf. That you can't. So I seen oil all over it, and it was doing it last year. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to order all this shit, and we'll clean it up, and we'll fix it and see what it is. And if it's none of that, then, I'll send stuff back, even though it's a pain in the ass. But it was a combination of the power steering pump was leaking like a sieve, and that oil pump was spewing out. So, or not the oil pump, the fuel pump was spewing oil.
Yeah.
And this one was garbage right out of the box. And this one I had on there, and I'd been running it, and you can see the oil on it. It's blowing right out of here. And this is what I show people on the video is, well, maybe it's the other one. Yeah, it's this one. Look at that. Watch this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but yeah, these are the exact same markings that are on the Carter. They're exactly the same. Identical. And you think you're getting something special because it's a Carter? Nope. They're shit too. That's why I'm bringing I actually got a hold of Holly, or not Holly, but Summit. I told them the trouble I was having. They overnighted these to me, and they told me if I'm still having trouble when I get to Georgia, stop in the store, and they'll hook me up with a good, like I can return these damn things while I'm there.
Yeah.
And they'll give me a clicky clack and a block off plate. They've got them in stock down there.
Oh, nice.
And the wiring. They said, we'll just set you up, fix it in the parking lot or at the venue or something. And I thought, don't tell me I'm coming up to the, Summit, right in front of the Summit booth. I don't want to do that because I cuss too much. Everybody, I don't want to do that. So.
Oh, that's funny.
I got I got a big assortment of Holly jets. And believe it or not, I ran this thing down the interstate 75 mile an hour for about 40 miles. Just gave her the beans. Just hammered on it. That's pretty good speed for this car.
Yeah.
More than I'll be going down to Power Tour. I probably won't break 65, 70.
Yeah.
And I just gave it everything it had. Really?
Impressive.
Kicks on for no reason now. But I gave it everything it had, turn the air conditioner on, you name it. I ran it all the way down to a small town way south of us on the interstate. And it started to get a little warm, but it wasn't hot, you know. But it was doing this. It's like, okay, got it home, checked the plugs. Plugs look lean. It has the factory 66 jets in that carb.
Yeah.
So that means just by the way it feels and the way the plug looked, I think I got to go up to like a 68 or 69. And maybe the set, I do have a set of 70s, but I got a whole new kit. You know, I'm going to put the 68s in it. Might do that tonight before I go to bed. And then I'm going to try to, but I can't believe that this little 304 wants more fuel. Like a lot more fuel.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it because all the rest of my cars, they're fine. They like that, just the stock. Because I don't get into the whole perfect performance thing. I get it to where the plugs look good and I just leave it because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, this sumbitch wants more. Well, that makes me wonder if my 650 Edelbrock that I bought, and I've got a kit for it for jets and metering rods and all that shit. I'm wondering if I didn't jet that thing up just a little, if it wouldn't run better.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it. This thing wants a whole lot more fuel.
Well, you did build it up pretty good, but I want to point out that Fox is asking a question that I was wanting to ask you. Do you think that arm's getting overextending and rupturing the diaphragm on those things at all?
Oh, yeah. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
But not on all of them. Some of them were right out of the box, just garbage.
Okay.
Like right now, this one that's on here, you can see the pump side of it where you got these here on the one that's on it while it's pumping. These are spreading.
It could call.
And guess what? There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
It's got the stock eccentric on it.
I was going to ask that.
Everything.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you changed this eccentric or anything like that.
I went ahead and I talked to my AMC guy, and he said make sure you use both. They give you 2 gaskets, and that'll shim it to about right. And they're both on there. Matter of fact, I got so little faith in this freaking fuel pump, I didn't even shellac the gaskets. Because I'm like, I'm not going to be on the side of the road scraping freaking Permatex off of this engine, and it's screaming ass hot. So I'm like, if it leaks, it leaks. I'm not worried about the oil leak anymore. I just want it to run. But like I said, Holly said they'd help me out. Or not Holly, but
Summit.
You
know, it is funny because I had some of your luck as well on the Monte Carlo. And when I put the motor back together on it, I got an aluminum intake from a friend of mine, but it had a couple holes that were punched out, and I didn't realize it at the time. So I was mounting the carburetor on it, and I went to put the carb stud in there, and I was going to thread it in, but the hole was already punched out, so it just dropped right into the manifold. It's like, oh, damn it. And of course, they're non-magnetic. Oh, yeah. I see someone creeping up on you from behind. And
I've done drop the stud down the intake. That sucks.
Yeah, it went right into the intake valve. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like, all right. Nope, not magnetic. Well, off comes the intake. And of course, that would be the one time that I did get the intake on there perfect, and it's sealed up perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, oh, great.
What I did is I took one of my long magnets and I broke it off and I stuck it in a damn vacuum line and just started fishing her down the holes until I found it.
Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't go down in the cylinder, but then it's small enough that I could just go down the.
Well, that's where I was.
Plugs out.
That's where I was lucky too. The valve was closed, that it just sat on top. The luck I didn't have is that stupid stud was not magnetic. So I tried originally using a magnet, and it's like, nope, it ain't coming out. So off came the manifold, pair of needle nose. I got it out.
Yeah, we're leaving Saturday, but the idea is just take it easy. I'm not getting in no hurry because we left last year. We left on the Sunday and we hauled ass down there. And I didn't like doing that because that's when that old motor, that old worn out engine was in here.
Yeah.
But this year they got it different. Thank God. You go down and you can actually, if you're one of the regular, like I was last year, the platinum or the gold, and now we just got the long hauler package. But they're allowing all of us to go in Sunday and get our credentials.
Nice.
Because last year down in Memphis, we got there. I felt so bad. We had the Platinum Club. We went right past everybody into this air-conditioned building, got our shit, and got out. And there was people that were in line for 5 hours in the heat. And
It's
I was like, you hear
like
people screaming. We're come walking out of there. Didn't you just go in there? Yep.
Yeah. That's like when you hit the fast lane at the Disneyland and everyone gives you the dirty looks, eh?
Here's my diesel. Aiden's home. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
But yeah, I got part of a damn video edited, but I just can't do it. I might try to do it while I'm down there, you know. Get it out down there. I'm gonna bring all the stuff with me.
Well,
Probably not gonna bring my big camera. I'll probably just take my GoPro, and I'm not gonna do a whole lot of. I might show a few things like all 5 days together, you know, just put out a little video because why not? But it ain't gonna be nothing spectacular like every day of driving and.
I think that'd be perfect. Like you just kind of combine the 5 days together, or maybe do 2 videos. Oh, excuse me. Because I find those videos where you're at those type of events, they don't always do all that great. They have a nice initial spike to them, and if you're getting them out fast, because people want to know what's going on. But after that, people they're not really that interested.
I may just do them with my phone, like, hey, show a few things and then put it together on my phone stuff. But I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, I can see him run around in the back like a gremlin.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Yeah.
Looks like he's going to hit something. You can see my cutlass back there. It's over here.
Yeah. You can see something.
Yeah, cutlass, and then there's the ambulance.
Yeah. Does he got a
right next to it?
Does he have a mask on the end of a stick or something? What is that?
I have no idea what he's doing. Sorry. What are you doing to make up the head? I need to do that. Like, that's a drinking game to who has a skeleton or a head in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where we're going to go to. Saturday, we may just get down. A lot of people are stopping in Nashville that are up north. They'll stop in Nashville and then go down from there on Sunday. I'm not real sure. Freaking bugs.
Yeah. Hey, Tim.
But, I wasn't sure if I was even going to come on.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were either.
Well, I got home kind of late, and I knew that I got this stuff in. I'm like, I'm going to hurry up and get this on there. And I don't know if you heard it. I did something that's a no-no. I used silicone on that pump housing gasket.
Oh.
But I found a slit, not a crack. It's just like something hit it.
Yep.
On the very edge, and that's where it was leaking.
Okay.
So I just took that black, the oil gas resistant stuff.
Yep.
And I put it on there as thin as the damn paper gasket and got it up in there and clamped her down tight. I didn't torque it or nothing. I just got her to where I felt that that's tight enough.
Yeah.
And hopefully it holds. You're not supposed to do that on those because it's about clearance,
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to start it at all. I'm just going to let it sit overnight and let it cure. And Change the
Well,
oil tomorrow.
yeah, I guess, yeah. That's a tough one with the clearance and stuff, because I was going to say, to repair the crack, you could always JB weld it and then sand it back down nice and
Yeah.
flush. But then you have to make sure that you get it just right. Like you
Yep.
said, keep the clearance
And
correct.
I squished her down, made sure all the holes were clear, and I guess I probably should start it to make sure it didn't get anything in that bypass hole, but whatever.
Well, yeah, let it set up.
I
And
got an
then,
extra. If I get down there and the son bitch is giving me fits, I've got another one.
yeah.
Not to mention, evidently, they got like 20 in stock in Georgia. So,
Okay. So is the rear end winding when it's in forward gears or reverse?
well, here's the thing. When I had it set the other way, the way I had it this last time I toured the park, because I've got a whole video of me putting a Power Tracks locker in that thing.
Yeah.
And then I put it in there and I was going by feel because I didn't have any Prussian blue. I didn't have any of the, the yellow stuff. So I just kind of guessed on feel. I
Yeah.
thought, well, that feels better than what it did. Because whenever that dude last year took that out of there, I thought maybe he put the goddamn shims in wrong.
Right.
Like didn't pay attention, didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it just seemed off to me. Well, then I put it back. I put it the way I thought it would be. Well, goddamn noisy. So I took it back apart the other day, and I literally sat underneath the car, took the carrier out, and then I just took the shims, and I just tried every combination that you could think of. There's only 3 shims. There's one fat one and 2 thin ones, and my damn micrometer's broke, so I don't know what the hell I put in it. But I got it to where it felt like it was free.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit more play in there than I like. But I took it for a drive, and it wasn't near as loud.
Oh, well, that's good.
The rear end still got warm. I mean, to the touch, where you wouldn't want to leave your hand on there so long. But this is the way it was last year, and it never failed me.
Yeah.
But I put I got such a mess out here. I put instead of using regular axle bearing stuff, like your red, your high temp, I put that Lucas stuff that's for like farm. It got like a 600-degree Fahrenheit point, break point or heat point.
Yeah.
And I just freaking stuffed them bearings full of that when I put those axles back in there. And I can feel, I've done enough of these that I can feel that, because there's shims that go on the axle, on your driver's side axle on these. And it all felt good. It rotated good forward and rear. I put the drive shaft on it and let her eat while I was up here. I had her jacked up. Seemed fine. But you do hear, if you're let off, you hear a like there ain't nothing I can do about that.
No.
And when you put it in reverse, the clunky here, I thought it was the rear end. It's not. It's that damn Power Tracks in there, because those are like a torque thing. And when you hit it in reverse, if it's sitting forward, when you hit it in reverse, it clicks back, and that's what that little jerk is.
Yeah.
So the transmission shifts great. I got it set. I put a new pressure line on it, 727. So it's got the pressure. I think I got that pretty set. Hey, Tony K, what's happening? So I don't know. I'm at that point where it's like I don't give a shit. Just start, run. We'll worry about you later. Yeah. My only concern is last year we didn't cross no mountains except for going down and coming back.
Yeah.
Well, we really didn't cross any mountains till we come back. We come back from Atlanta, you have to go over Mont Eagle and all that shit through the base of the Smokies. But this time, it's all North South Carolina, Bristol. Hey, Copperhead, what's going on? But yeah, my hands are all beat to hell. There is blood all over under the hood of this car. Look, I cut myself, and it's just shooting out. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
God, I didn't have the camera rolling on that.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound. It's fine.
How about you?
Fine. Yeah, I put that shit on the Hot Rod Power Tour big page. The main one is like 50,000 people. And automatically everybody's telling me, well, you know what Derek and Vice Grip Garage would say? I'd say the same thing my dad told me years ago, except it was actually my dad telling me it. Everybody laughed. I was like, saying it how it is.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I haven't watched much of his lately. I'll be honest. You always got so much time to watch something when you do the YouTube and you work and you raise a family and everything else. So you kind of pick and choose what you watch, right?
Honestly, I watch it because I'm in my truck all day. But I watch stuff like more than that. I watch a lot of history stuff.
Yeah,
like Egyptian, World War II, this whole nightmare of what race was Cleopatra when it's obvious, but they made a big deal. I watch a lot of like Soft White Underbelly, which is an awesome channel.
yeah.
Like goes around and talks with different people about their life story and stuff like that. I watched a lot of that. I'm so sick of cars right now. I don't even want to. I just don't even want to watch it.
Well, I kind of choose. I kind of choose to watch the people that I want to support. Honestly, is that.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to support him. I don't want to be taken that way, but it's just I'd like to support you and Buff and DD Speed Shop and stuff like that. It's
Take
just
that.
because the content's just as good, and well, I know you guys. That's what it boils down to. So I'd rather support someone I know than someone I don't know.
Yeah, I try to watch everybody's I can with the No Name Nationals crowd and stuff. I just can't get to all of them. I want
No,
to.
you
I'll
can't.
go in, I'll like or put a thumbs up or something. Try to. Um, I did watch. Uh, Gosh dang it! What's the name of that? Demolition Ranch.
Yeah,
I watched the one he put out today with Dalton and Kevin on it.
yeah. I
That's
haven't
pretty
seen it
neat.
yet. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, it
But
just come out.
like you, I get tired of the car content after a while, just because that's all I do for, and so I kind of want to watch something different, and I'll go watch like I don't know some Star Trek or something for a little bit, then I'll get back into the car stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of how tos.
There's that too. Yep.
Just try to get different ideas because everything that I've always done on an AMC or some of these other ones is failing miserably. But
Yeah.
like these fuel pumps, I have never run into this ever on any vehicle. This is retarded.
Yeah.
What it is.
Oh yeah. That's crazy. But is it just? Do you think they are not making a specific pump for that car, and they're just trying to get something close that was already on something else, or what
The
is it?
only difference between these and a Jeeps
Yeah.
is the Jeeps, newer Jeeps, it's this is still like this, but this part is up here.
Right.
And that won't work on this car.
Of course not.
But these will work on a Jeep. They'll work on everything. Man, I had that sucker good and sealed. And
Huh.
all of a sudden I was watching and fuel just started pouring out of it. And I even looked at like these two. this one ran the longest. And I'll tell you what, where it's hitting on the bar here,
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect. So I can't go out anymore. I can't go in anymore. I mean, it is right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Smooth right there. If I go out anymore, it'll hit this tip. Well, then you ain't getting,
Yeah.
look at that. They're just garbage. That's
Yeah.
what they are. Because I've had one go out on the Mustang too. That's in that video. Same thing. Blowing freaking oil everywhere. And I do the whole thing where you get it on its down, where the eccentric is down and it slides. I mean, they don't slide in perfectly.
Yeah.
There's always a little bit of tension on them. That's just the way they've always been. But, I mean, last year, that one that was on there in Power Tour, it just started blowing oil. It worked. It just started blowing oil.
So what keeps the oil out of the pump?
The diaphragm.
So the one side of the pump has oil on it all the time, you're saying?
Yeah. When your oil from your block will come off your timing chain and it'll go down in here, and then it sits in there and it kind of oils the mechanisms of this, like what it's sitting on right here, and that's what keeps the oil. And there's a diaphragm down in there, like your regular pump, and well, this one's the bad one, and it has a seal. This crimp on here has a seal that holds that Look at that. This is supposed to be like that. And it's not. I don't know if it shows up on camera. There it is.
Oh, I can see the
See how
whole
bad
body.
that is?
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be like that.
No.
There's a spring in there with diaphragm.
Yeah.
And it's shit. But if you pump on it hard, you can feel it like it wants to pump. But then this fucking thing. So it really is nothing on the motor that's causing that. They are garbage.
No, they just don't have them set up right, and they're only traveling.
I've got a clicky clack. It runs about 8 psi though, but I've got I'm going to bring that with me just in case. I didn't want to have to bring a whole bunch of shit, but it looks like I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
And only because these parts ain't just sitting on a shelf. It's there may be a reason why I was the only one that long hauled last year.
Yeah, it could be.
And good Lord, man, I got a hold of Edelbrock about one of their pumps for AMC. Shit. I was like, yeah, I'll just put a cheap ass clicky clack on it. I ain't.
Well, how much do they want?
Oh God, they're $200, $190, something like that
for a mechanical pump.
Yeah, Holly too. Edelbrock actually makes an entire fuel injection system for this. You just have to. Nobody makes a fuel pump or an in-tank fuel pump.
Yeah, you can modify your tank to do that, though.
Yeah, you can do it.
There's actually kits out there where you can modify your tanks. I think Fast makes one kit and someone else makes another one. But it's you just take your existing tank and you can modify it and put the fuel pump in it. If you want an intake pump, of course, you could always modify it to have a external pump, but I'd rather have an in-tank pump.
No classic IH, I am not. I will be in Bristol that night. They actually got a hold of me about coming up to cruise night in my hometown, and I said no. I said, I'm going on Power Tour. You guys are having it on Power Tour. There's a lot of people that are going to be on Power Tour that I know, actually. Don't know, but I said, and they're like, "Oh, see you too, babe." And they're like, "Oh man, we was hoping you'd bring all your cars up here." And I said, "Maybe my oldest will bring one." I said, "If they have a rain out, it's going to be the Saturday night, but we may not even be home then because we're going to do some other things. I can maybe have, there's still somebody going to be here while we're gone, and I could also have my oldest. He may bring the Mustang up there for a little while, but." He's like, "I don't know how to do a burnout that good. I don't want to make a fool of myself." I said, "I don't give a damn what. You just don't blow it up.
Yeah, don't be
There
your
is a
typical
limit.
don't be your typical Mustang driver.
Yeah, don't put it in the wall."
Yeah.
They have what they do is they have a cruise route around town, and then you go through the Knights of Columbus Hall, and then they got a bunch of barriers up, and that's where you pull in. They spray water, and you can just sit there and burn out. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's also where Amber grenaded the transmission in the Malibu, kept it in drive, and hit the gas with the brake. It's a manual.
Ooh.
You gotta bring her down to 1, or she starts out in 2.
Yep. That'll do it.
No, I was gonna do that, but then they said that they put it on the same weekend as Power Tour, and I was like, nope, we're gonna be on Power Tour.
So you're leaving Saturday, you said, for Power Tour.
Sometime Saturday, yeah.
But it doesn't actually start till Sunday?
Monday.
Oh, okay. And how long's the drive to get to the starting point for you?
8.5 hours.
8.5. That's a bit of a haul.
Yeah. It was only 5 hours last year.
So
not even that. So
is that what it's
4 hours.
700 miles, 600 miles?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was what the hell's that? Atlanta Motor Speedway. There you are. There it is. From home. Finding best route. I already know the best route. 8 hours and 46 minutes.
Oof, that's a haul.
537 miles. We ain't doing all that in one day. We ain't got no reason to be there till Sunday, afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend all that much time in Atlanta, honestly. But, boy, they know Power Tour's coming, too. The hotels are...
Oh, jacked everything up, did they?
Oh, terrible. Terrible.
So what's the difference between that silver finish on the Carter and the ones that kind of have a black finish on them?
Well, the one's supposed to be a hot rod. The ones that I got are this is one of they call it a muscle car.
Yeah.
But they don't look like the ones that the muscle car ones that I know have the shows in the picture. These look brass.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I'm looking at.
I asked them about that, and they said, no, that's it. I said,
I'm looking at one right now. And maybe it's not an AMC pump. Maybe it's just a generic picture of a pump, right?
It could be.
Yeah. But it's $30 is how much they are. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
$29.98.
Yeah. Well, $29.99. It says what? How much is that Canadian dollars? Let's see.
Yeah, I have no idea. You guys are weird.
It's gonna be like the price of my house. $40. Oof.
You stay away from AMC,
Yeah. Wow. And then I got to pay. Well, fortunately, Summit, they have free shipping for us if you spend so much money. So,
do you have a Summit up there?
No, we don't have one up here, but we can order from Summit.
You don't even have O'Reilly's, do you?
No.
None of that stuff.
Well, not out west. Anyways, there might be some out east. Don't know. But yeah, we don't have a lot of the big stores. Like we don't even have AutoZone here, right?
If you look up that Elderbrock AMC fuel injection system, it's like $2,800.
Well, there's a fuel injection system I like that you can kind of custom, and you might want to look at this for the. I was going to talk to you about the Artemis if you ever want to put fuel injection on it. It's called Speedmaster. You can buy it off of Summit, but you have to figure out how to control it. But you can get the throttle body, the intake manifold, the injector, rails, all that stuff for about $400 US.
Huh.
And I do know there's different ways you can control it. So it's however you want to control it is the bigger cost. But you can get like a fuel injection manifold for that 400 for like I don't know, $150. And it's
At
pretty
some
decent
point I
manifold.
may do that to Artemis. I may put fuel injection on that one. Just because, she'll everyday drive it.
Yeah. But the Speedmaster would be a good way to go because you're not messing around with a complete Holly system, and you got a specific manifold that you can put port injection in it, right? You're not doing the throttle body injection. So it's a pretty
Even
slick system for
Summit
the
and
price.
Jags has their own fuel injection system now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure it's probably just a rebranded
probably,
something.
but it's not a race car, as long as it
Yeah.
works.
Well, I mean, even me playing with that Holly sniper system, like I said, it's good, but you need to do some serious tweaking on that thing. Yeah, Copperhead says he's got the sniper on his 65 Parisienne, but I bet you that thing didn't work great right out of the box. It worked okay. Right along with Johnny is asking when are you going to put Artemis on the power tour?
When it gets closer.
Yeah.
When it gets closer to here, yeah. There's a lot more I got to do to that car. It needs to get a long haul. It needs the whole front end gone through. It needs ball joints, and I mean it's safe enough now. You can drive it around here, but it's you get underneath there, and there's a lot of problems. Not to mention it probably gets like 4 miles a gallon.
Yes.
This thing gets 14, and it about killed me.
Yeah. Yeah, Copperhead. That's one of the first things you got to do is get it in there and tweak the air fuel ratios on that thing. The other thing you got to do is set up your idle air control. Those are the two, and then the third thing is if you got to look at your timing curves. Those are the three big ones for that Holly sniper.
You know what sucks? That thing's got all that crap on top of that pretty engine I built.
Yeah.
Can't even see it. Somebody asked me, I see the motor, but what color did you paint it? Look back on other videos, dude. You can't see it covered with all that air conditioning crap.
Yeah.
Well, take all that off.
Nope.
Nope. We're leaving it.
I'm with you. I'm like, that's the one dread I have about taking the Parisienne down south. It's like, it's not going to have air. Like, yeah. I've done that. I did that in that 67 Mustang, and I like my air conditioning. I like my cruise control, especially on trips like that. Because
this one has it.
Yeah.
It has both.
So if I were you, I'd be hooking up that cruise control. Just saying, Jay.
That car needs a lot. It's a 20-footer except for the big rust hole in one of the fenders right now.
Yep.
She wanted me to fix that before we went, and I'm like,
you.
I want to make sure I make it. People can go back and watch whenever I put the video out after Power Tour, all the shit that I've been through. All parts. Every bit of my problem was parts.
Oh,
The motor. I mean, I got everything for the motor. It was no problem. But getting something for one of these 71 to 74 Javies is not easy.
No.
They're out there, but it's either complete garbage or like I put new springs on it. And I got the front profane for the front of the spring. I've got them, but I went to try to press out the old bushing. Like, nah. So it's got all profane bushings all the way around, Moog ball joints. But then the rear, it's got the original rubber style front eyelet, and then it's got the profanes in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then while I was under the other day, I noticed that my air shock on the passenger side is it's like, it's good. Just let it go. It'll be fine. It's fine. Because those on these, there's a bracket up there. It just takes like a normal GM style with the points on the top.
Yeah.
And you have to take the bracket off, and then the bolts on the bottom, you pull all the way out, you put the new shock in it with the bracket. And I was just like, you know what? They hold air. It's fine.
That's good. Right on. Well, Jay, I think I'm going to shut it down for the night. I got to go do a couple things before it gets dark.
So I got to get up early in the morning, get unloaded, and then make a round trip to north of Chicago. So,
boy, you're going to be
like
busy
I said,
boy.
this is a no rest for the wicked for me. It's work 12 to 14 and then come home and wrench as much as I can. And then 38, it's not whining near as bad. I did get it.
It's not whining as bad as Jay is.
Yeah. Well, I'm bitching is what I'm doing. Everybody I call for parts. Okay, so how long is this son of a bitch going to work? You know? But no, I got to go too, man. I got to get this locked up. I'm not going to start that thing tonight anyway. I'm going to let it cure overnight. But it's on there.
I got my $1,500 strut for the Jeep today, so
woo.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
all.
That's all it was.
That's
Talked
all.
them down from $2,100 to $1,500.
Yeah.
For one strut. So I gotta go put that in.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right. Well, it's good seeing you. Good seeing everyone. Jay, good luck. Hopefully, then may this be
no
the
live
last
next week. Maybe alive next week, but probably not.
Okay.
I may do a walk around. Maybe I'll come on live and do a walk around the parking lot or something.
Sounds good.
So I can show everybody the cars. So we'll see you later.
See ya.